everybody, today I'm going to talk about my experience watching Star Wars Episode 3 in theaters. Now, if you're new here, Cassane has to start ringing the bell. So I mentioned this video idea in the last video where I did like a whole 20-minute update video again. And I kind of want to talk about this today because I really liked it. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about with this is I really didn't know that there would be a re-release of Revenge of the Sith in theaters. I decided to actually go to a different theater this time. And I decided to go to a theater that just opened up a few months ago called College Station Theaters. It was actually where a theater called Hollywood Theaters used to be. And I remember I went to that one in 2017 and it was a little dated and I saw the Lego Ninjago movie. But yeah, they closed it down and they actually reopened it. And I kind of want to also review like the theater itself because like when I first got there, they don't necessarily have parking of their own, like in their own parking lot next to the theater. So they have parking garages, and luckily that was free. I just walked down there. It was actually pretty close. It was actually pretty convenient. I walked over there to the theater, and from the outside, it looked way better. Like, and actually, when I looked around, there was actually a pineapple whip stand there. So yeah, so basically, they opened like a pineapple whip part of the building, but it's like outside where you could order it, which I think that's pretty cool. When I walked in, I really like the inside of it now. Like, it is really well done. Like, and it's not like too simplified to the point where it's kind of like boring, like the oversimplified logos and stuff like that, and like McDonald's and all these people are doing like plain colors. It has enough personality to where it makes it distinct. But actually, when I first looked to the left of me, there actually is an arcade there. Now, to be fair, it's not very big, but the fact that they decided to include arcade games at all is insane. And what's even crazier is my exact claw machine model was there. I am not joking. Here's the image. That exact claw machine that I own right now was at the theater. Unfortunately, it was out of order. And by the time I got out of the movie, I just decided I just want to go home. So yeah, I got my popcorn and my drinks, and it's actually not too expensive. I mean, it was $15 for popcorn and soda, but like, the soda was a lot more, and the popcorn was a lot more than average. I went in, and I did wait a little bit because I was there really early. I actually booked my seats ahead of time because you actually have to book your tickets in advance now. You can't just walk up. So yeah, I did that, and I chose row C, but the thing is that I was a little worried at the beginning that I was too close to the screen. I would have to like bend my neck up all like this, and I don't have a good neck or a good back. When I sat down, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I got the perfect view. I was right in the middle, and it was close enough to the screen, but it was not like too far away where there's like a bunch of heads that you have to see through. And like, the good thing is also is that there was only like 2 people in front of me. I think they were kind enough to like sit to the side so they're not like blocking the screen a little bit. When the movie started though, like the sound is fantastic. Like, I mean, the display is really good too, but like throughout the movie, the sound was really good. Like, and I think what happened is that, like, I actually chose, like, a higher quality screening. I chose a Dolby Atmos screening, I think that's what it's called. There were standard ones, but I didn't realize that I chose, like, the higher quality one. And, oh my god, especially the sound. Like, the sound is some of the best movie theater sound you'll ever hear in terms of audio for a movie. Like, you could hear, like, whenever there's, like, a spaceship battle going on, like, at the very beginning of the movie, which I really liked the first, like, 20 minutes or so. Like, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are, like, going down to save the Chancellor or save Palpatine, like, you can really hear the ships and, like, all the stuff going around with the lasers. It was insane. The first 20 minutes was actually really good. When I first saw these first 30 minutes with like General Grievous and like all his people and stuff like that, and I think that still holds up pretty well. Even though like it's a really high quality like screening, sometimes in the movie I feel like it kind of worked against it because this movie came out 20 years ago. Some of the CGI holds up, but sometimes with like the people walking in like the backgrounds, it doesn't look that great anymore. Sometimes it does feel like it's really only in a computer with like the whole CGI stuff, but like I was able to get past it. The only thing that I feel like was really has looked bad or has aged bad was like when like Palpatine was like battling Mace Windu, you could clearly tell it's not Ian McDiarmid doing it for the most part. And like it's a little weird with that scene too, because the way that Palpatine fights Mace Windu is kind of stupid. Especially since it's not Ian McDiarmid most of the time, it's like a stunt double sometimes. Like, he's doing like these weird, like, stab motions, and like, I don't know, like, that was one of the only duels in the entire series, like, in Star Wars Saga that I just don't like because, like, the Palpatine just looks really fake there. Like, actually, a lot of the duels are really good too. Like, the one with Obi-Wan and General Grievous is awesome, and the one with Count Dooku and Obi-Wan and Anakin still hold up. But the one scene that really changed everything and made it like, oh my god, this is the best, one of the best theater experiences of my life, was the final battle with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Oh my god. So, right when they start at Mustafar, like, the battle begins, and oh my god, like, it is, like, some of the most memorable minutes I've ever had in a movie theater. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it is incredible. Like, the sound, especially in that, was like, oh my god, I'm fanboying right now, I'm sorry, but like, it was such good quality sound, and the picture was awesome. Like, it just, like, you can't really get that with home streaming. I mean, you can, but like, you can't really replicate like the huge screens, like massive screens, and the speakers, like the Dolby Atmos. You really can't replicate it at home video. So like, I'm so glad I saw it. The only thing that I think is a little bit of a problem that I see some people say is that Hayden Christensen sucks as Anakin. I don't entirely agree. Now, I think some of his line delivery is really bad, but I honestly think I would have picked him too. I really like whenever he doesn't say words, he just has that evil look. He does it really well. It's just some of the line delivery and a little bit of the later half kind of sucks. But I think Hayden Christensen got way too much hate. Now, luckily, I think a lot of people have kind of softened on the hate for him, because, like, the sequel trilogy is really bad, like, the worst of ever Star Wars. I really do like a lot of the actors. Ewan McGregor is an awesome, like, Alec Guinness, like a young Alec Guinness. Like, I really didn't see that similarity when I was younger, but man, like, especially with how much he really seems like a younger Obi-Wan, like, compared to, like, Ben Kenobi. I also do like a lot of Ian McDiarmid's acting, even though it can get a little over the top sometimes, so it's a little distracting. But honestly, I think a lot of the acting is pretty good. Yeah, it is a little blah sometimes with Hayden Christensen, but I think a lot of it is still pretty good. So, Revenge of the Sith is definitely the best one of the prequel trilogy. It easily is. Like, I mean, some people say that Phantom Menace is better. I'm like, really? Like, Phantom Menace, I fall asleep every time I try to watch it because, like, it just people talking about trade negotiations and politics. And Attack of the Clones is better, but I still don't really like it. I honestly think Attack of the Clones is Hayden Christensen's, like, really weak point in the series. I think he does better here. But yeah, so I watched the movie, and luckily no one was, like, being annoying, because there's been a lot of, like, these past few Reddit posts I've seen in the past few weeks where, like, people in Minecraft movie, or in that showing specifically, are really starting to get out of control. Like, I've seen, like, people really complain about it, and for good reason, and they're just being buttholes. But luckily, everyone in my theater was actually pretty chill. I actually had to go to the bathroom twice because of how long this movie is, and when I left, I think it was the first time, a dad brought his two kids, and one of them was a little scared, but I didn't hear the kid at all. I'm gonna say a bold statement here. I think this is probably one of the best theater experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I have never had a theater experience, probably, that I've been this hyped about. The sound was incredible. Yeah, which is amazing. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry to kind of post videos again, and I really liked this kind of movie in the theater. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.